We are here today back at Illini Icebergs for some more Flyers hockey. Shot up, another shot is blocked out in front. A third shot is into the net. Brian Gutt has opened the scoring for the Lewis Flyers.
Morrow, he forced another turnover. Matt Morrow passes it. Selman, big shot is into the net. Jack Selman. What a play by the Lewis Flyers.
Another shot is deflected out in front.
Wrap around a dump, he scores. Matt Morrow.
Bob a crazy carom out in front of the net.
Oh my goodness, what a save by the Flyers goaltender right there.
The zone finds Ernsting,
And Ernsting, what a beautiful play by the Lewis Flyers.
Brian Gutt has extended the Flyers' lead to 2 goals. All right, welcome back to Illini Sports, your home for Flyers hockey. We're back for the aforementioned more hockey this weekend at Illini. I'm very excited. Flyers are back in action after a week off last week for Thanksgiving, as we're here taking on the visiting University of Illinois Illini. The Flyers had a very successful outing last time we saw them here at Illini. They played Purdue Northwest, and for the second game of their series, they had a home-and-home split. They ended up winning that one in overtime. We had a scoring recap for that game for the Flyers. Pickens had the OT winner. He'll be a player to watch today against the Illini. We've got Ernsting had 2. Again, always a player to watch. Scotty Ernsting is on my top 5 players list. And Alex Arkilla had 1 as well. By the way, I'm Logan Kapp. I forgot to introduce myself already. But, yeah, I'm here to take you through the game today, like I said, against the University of Illinois Illini. Player to watch for the Illini, number 25, Jack Hemingway, former Lewis student. He played for DePaul a couple years ago, took a couple years off, and now he's playing over at University of Illinois this week. And a player to watch for the Lewis Flyers, Cade Nomer. As always, if the regular viewers of the broadcast will note, I like Cade Nomer a lot, talk about him a lot because he has a whole lot of potential. Freshman on the team this year. He's showing me a lot of great things. So, again, player to watch on the evening tonight. In about 5 minutes, with the Zamboni is going to go back on the ice. After that, we're going to see starting lineups and then some more Flyers hockey. You're watching the Lewis University Television Network. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Lewis University Television Network. Logan Kep here to take you through some more Flyers hockey as we're here at Callan for the game between the visiting University of Illinois Illini and your Lewis Flyers. I don't know if you could hear any of those starting lineups. I don't think you could, but I just had to run very far, so now I'm all out of breath. But we're already going. We should be in for a good one here tonight. As I've said in the open, both teams won their most previous game. Flyers were here as they took on the Purdue Northwest Pride. They ended up winning that one in overtime. And the Illini took on Northwestern, and they won that one 6-2. And so both teams looking to extend their winning streak. We've got an icing here early. 19:35 left to go in the first. See the game's first line change in stoppage of play. Starting goaltender matchup for this evening. Sam Zagat is to my left, number 1 in white. Second time I'm seeing him live in action this season for Lewis Flyers hockey. 6'4", 205-pound goaltender from St. Louis, Missouri. Filling in for Mike Fisher, the Flyers' normal starting goaltender, who is out with illness today. Down to my right is Tyler Wardell, 5'9", 179-pound junior from Wheaton, Illinois. Should be in for quite the matchup. He is 1-6 on the season so far, so looking to pick up his second win on the day. 4.17 goals against average for Wardell. And we had a shot there. Illini retained possession. Sprunk sends it over to the near side to Rudolph, and it's continued around the net by Dan Johnson. Crossan keeps it in on the blue line. Eventually it's scooped out by Wilninski, who comes off for a line change. Illini will bring it back. Fortune sends it into the near side corner where it's received by Ricci. He sends it around the net to Alagna on the far side, who fought through a body check. Brian Goot centered it, and Gentjes had a shot. Brian Goot is taken down. We're going to see the game's first power play. I believe that was Ben Sprunk who took down Goot. Flyers last week had some success on the power play. I believe had one power play goal on the evening. So again, that is Ben Sprunk, the 6'2" junior, who took that tripping call. And so the Flyers will set up on the power play. Here's Ernsting up to the point to Ricci. Over to Goot on the far side. Shot. Big glove save there by Wardell. And so we'll see another face-up. 10 seconds gone off the Flyers power play with 17:38 left to go in the first. Got to talk to head coach Mark Marfise of the Lewis Flyers before the matchup today. He has some high hopes for his team this evening. Illini missing a couple key players against the Flyers this weekend, most notably Hunter Carrick. As Ernsting speeds into the zone, he tries a shot, and that puck gets poked off his stick before he can let it rip. The Flyers are able to keep that one in. Johnson battles behind the net there with Goringer. And eventually Buckley will send it up to the point where it's kept in by Omer. Another shot from Goot. And a save by Wardell right into the glove. And so we'll see another offensive zone faceoff for the Lewis Flyers. 3 minutes gone in the first. 1:11 left on the Lewis Flyers power play. See a faceoff to Wardell's right wing side here. And the Flyers set up. Here's Alagna. He walks it in, shoots. He scores! Ben Alagna opens to scoring early for the Lewis Flyers on the power play. 1-0 Flyers. Tyler Wardell screened in front of the net. I don't think he even had a chance at that one. Had no idea where that puck was going. It was dips and diamond. Looked like a knuckle puck out there from Alagna. Either way, Flyers take an early lead. Fieldman's into the zone. Pushed to the outside by Peter. A centering pass, a shot saved by Zagat, who makes his first play of the hockey game. Reedy tries to hit Omer in stride, but he can't handle that puck. And so Illini turn it over. Here's Jack Reedy. He's into the zone. Centering pass. And a sliding John Crossan blocked that pass. And so here comes the Illini back the other way. Alex Harkarik is into the zone. Some fancy stick handles will send that puck in behind Fisher. He fights through a couple body checks and now a pile up on the far side hash marks. Illini shot saved by Zagat. He was hugging his left post, made that save. Hemingway sends it down low, where it's continued around the net by Caden Peter. Sprunk on the point will send it back down low. And Alagna's got it far side. Here's Reedy. Pressured by Byhoon. He turns it over. Jackson Byhoon. Got a couple Byhoons on this team. I believe they are twins. Wilninski trying to stick handle into the zone, but dangled himself into submission there. Illini begin their breakout. Here comes Smott into the zone. Tries a centering pass to Byhoon, but that one's blocked. Puck sat out in the slot, and eventually it's pushed into the far side corner, where Ricci's able to send it up and out. Peter Kopke's got it. Tries to hit Tyler Byhoon in stride, but he couldn't handle it, and so puck is sent back in. Sprunk sends it up to Byhoon, who begins the breakout. Smott trying to dangle around Ricci, but he was having none of that. And so Ricci gets it back. Up to Selman. Selman's got it. Teammates make a line change. Selman's into the zone. Tries a toe drag. Still has the puck. And it looks like Wardell poked that one out. Centering pass to Ernsting, and he fanned on it. Ernsting was winding up, ready to let it rip, but couldn't pull the trigger. Ernsting to Goot, far side. Shot from the top of the circle is easily sticked aside by Wardell. And Ernsting forces another turnover, but they couldn't keep it in the zone. Flyers in control early here, as Harkarik sends it back up. Fortune couldn't get around the stick of Braden Robertson. Ernsting gets it back. He turns on the Jets. Here comes Ernsting into the zone. Ernsting some fancy footwork, and the Flyers were offsides. 14-15 left to go in the first. Flyers up 1-0 thanks to Ben Alagna. Let there be light in Camlin. We just got the lights turned on. And so now we'll see a face-up just outside the Illini bench. Won by the Flyers, sent in by Alagna. Right back out there after scoring that goal. Alagna joining the team about halfway through the season last year. 5'9" senior. He's got the puck, sends it high off the glass down low. It's gloved down by Goringer, and he will skate it out. Goringer sends it over to Genchis, and that one's slapped away by Alagna. Here come the Flyers back the other way. Arkilla leaves it for Wilninski. He's into the far side corner. Wilninski backhands it around the net. He still got it. Got a couple Illini players on him. Wilninski does, and a battle ensues in the near side corner. The Illini will bring it out. Stopped by Sam Werner. Here comes the Illini back in the zone. Buckley tried a shot, and Braden Ricci was all over that one, so he didn't get much on that one, and Sam Zagat was able to handle it. And so 13:05 left to go in the first period. Flyers ahead 1-0. Top line out there for the Illini, as well as the Flyers. Hemingway versus Ernsting. Hemingway won it. Buckley couldn't get a stick on it in the slot. He was ready for it, but Sam Zagat will freeze that one. We'll try again. 12:58 left to go now in the first. Jack Hemingway, the goals leader for the Illini. Neuqua Valley native. Very familiar playing at Canlan here today, Hemingway is. As he's got the puck behind the net. Big hit there by Brian Goot. But the Illini can force through it. Here's Buckley. He spins around to catch that pass, is into the zone. But he turns it over. Ernsting six that one down. He's got Pickens in with him. Ernsting, they're into the zone. 2-on-1 shot. Blockered aside by Tyler Wardell. Here comes Jack Hemingway. Behind the back pass. Can't find Ben Sprunk. And so the Flyers will circle back in their own zone. Tyler Byhoon is in on the forecheck. Kopke couldn't find it. Jackson Byhoon will send it down low. Kay Nomer sends it down into the corner. No call in there. Looked like one of the Byhoons wanted a penalty call, and the Illini are hammering away at it in front of the net. And Sam Zagat did not have a problem with that one. So we'll see a face-up now on the Flyers' end of the ice. 11:47 left to go in period number one. Wolninski is out there to take this draw against Leo Smoot. Puck sat there, shot by the Illini, is easily handled by Zagat. And Selman leaves it for Peter, who sends it up. Gohringer sends it up the far side, couldn't hit Kopke with the pass, and so Alagna will turn it back the other way. Sam Warner tried a fancy one-touch pass, but turns it over. Smots into the zone now. Big hit in front of the net by Alagna. And Alagna stood up Tyler Byhoon on that play. I mean, it almost didn't look like Byhoon had the puck there. But obviously Alagna thought so. He sat him down right quick. And so now we'll see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice. Ernsting back out there to take this draw against Mike Fortune. Ernsting wins it back to Alagna, who sends it right at the bench, right at assistant coach Dylan Parshall, and he's not happy about that. He goes palms up to Alagna, saying, "What are you doing?" We're going to see a face-off, same spot, far side face-off dot again, won by Ernsting. This time Alagna has learned his lesson, goes off the far side glass. Comes back to Alagna. Caden Peter now, near side corner, rings it all the way around the net. It's kept in on the point by Alex Harkarik, who tried a shot, got blocked out in front. And Alagna will find the rebound. A big hit in the corner there by Mike Fortune. And body contact picking up here early. Here's Scotty Ernsting. Stick handles into the zone. He's in all by himself. Tries a shot. That one's patted aside by Tyler Wardell. Tyler Morefoot will receive it, send it back into the Illini zone, where it's received by Alex Harkarik, and he sends it over to the near side. John Crossan tried to cross the ice again. He's going crisscross applesauce right there, John Crossan is. And Morefoot will turn it back over. Comes back to him all the way around the net to Morefoot. And Caden Ulmer can't get the puck out. Flyers had more control in the earlier part of this period as we cross over the halfway point in period number one. Flyers are starting to break down a little bit. Illini are picking up the physical contact, and the Flyers aren't liking it. Got to be careful here to keep playing disciplined hockey. We don't want to see the Flyers go down by one, as they have this one-goal lead in period number one. Race for the puck is won by Peter Kopke, and he will send it up the near side boards. Here comes Jackson Byhoon. Sends it up to Alagna. who easily gets it off the boards there. And the Flyers try a cross-ice pass, couldn't hit Ernsting in stride. So Koke will send it back up. Buckley has his stick lifted by Brian Goot, but he can't get anything going, and Koke tries to go across the ice. He gets it over to Fieldman, who sends it into the Flyers zone. Fieldman centering pass, stick to side by Zagat. Jack Selman went high off Goeringer, who's pressured by Goot, 81 on 81 as Goeringer sends it in behind the Flyers net. Found by Buckley. Illini will set up. He's pressured by Ernsting, who can't quite get possession of the puck himself, but teammates are able to pick that one up, get it over the blue line, and Illini have to regroup. Here's Ernsting. Tries a no-look pass to no one, and Buckley's back into the zone. Centering pass is broken up by the stick of Braden Ricci. Here comes Ernsting. Leaves it for Goot. Ernsting was taken down. No call. Goot's got it in behind the net. Centering pass right out to Logan Pickens, and he scores! Brian Goot off a beautiful play. Beautiful pass, I should say, from Goot. That was to Logan Pickens from Goot and Ernsting. Excellent job there by the Flyers forward, Scotty Ernsting, to fight through some body contact in the neutral zone. He kept that puck going over to Goot, who was able to get it around the net, pass it to Logan Pickens, who was standing all by himself on the top of the blue paint. And he was able to dangle past Tyler Wardell to take his team ahead by 2 goals. 8 minutes left to go in period number 1. Flyers up by 2. Morefoot sends it up to Pusatera, who couldn't handle it. And Morefoot gets it back, sends it to Pusatera, who is able to stick that one down and backhand it into the Illini zone. John Crossan sends it up the near side to Kane Nomer, who couldn't handle it. And back the other way come the Illini. Jackson Byhoon. If he could have got that puck, he would have been in 2-on-1, but an excellent stick from Braden Ricci prevented that one. And so pace of play picking up here after that most recent Flyers goal. Ulmer, he's into the zone. Shot easily handled by Wardell. Rebound trickles back into the neutral zone. Kane Ulmer has his dumping stick down there by Ben Sprunk, and back the other way come the Illini. Jackson Byhoon is sticked by Sam Warner, and Sam Warner has picked up the Flyers' first penalty. 2 minutes for hooking is the call. Pretty obvious call right there. Can't argue that one too much. As we'll see what the Illini have to bring on their first power play. Being down by 2 here early in period number 1, I would think they'd be coming out with a little bit of gusto on their first power play. We'll see what they have to offer as we'll see a face-off to Sam Zagat's left. Won by the Illini. Sprunk, wrist shot from the point, is blocked out in front there by Jacob Fieldman. Illini retain possession. Fieldman to Sprunk. Shot. Blocked out in front. Nobody knows where it is. And that puck will squirt over to Sam Zagat. Hemingway doing a good job tying up Braden Robertson in front of the net, taking away the eyes of Sam Zagat, but that was his own downfall right there. He was trying to take away the eyes. He also took away the shooting lane, as I think Hemingway ended up blocking that one, but he remains on the ice with 6:49 left to go in period number 1, 1:43 left to go on the Illini power play. Fieldman walks to the middle, shot from the faceoff dot, handled by Zagat, and he will hold on. Sam Zagat in his first season with the Lewis Flyers. Previously played for the Cougars down at SIUE. And he's looking real good for the Flyers this season. Here's Fieldman. He tries a shot. Big left pad save there. Another shot by Genchi is high of the net. Fieldman Caden Peter trying to clear out the slot. Koki on the far side, shot from the top, circles right into the breadbasket of Zagat, and he holds on again for another face-off. Get an exchange of troops after that play. Head coach of the Flyers, Mark Marfis, didn't like what he saw. So we'll see another face-off to Sam Zagat's left. 6:11 left to go in the first. 1:05 left on the power play for the Illini. Sloppy play there by Jason Goeringer. Couldn't keep that puck in, and Goots in on the forecheck. He forced the turnover over to Ernsting, and that pass was hot. And Ernsting wasn't prepared for that hot of a pass. And an excellent stick there from Ben Alagna kept that puck in. The best penalty kill is playing in the offensive zone. I know I say it often, the best defense is offense as Jackson Byhoon's into the net, can't stick handle past a diving Alagna. Look out. Hello. Thought that one was coming up here again. Wow. This is dangerous standing up here, man. Look out. So after that, close call with the broadcast booth. We're going to see a face-off in the Flyers zone. 27 seconds left on the Illini power play up to the point. Here's Goeringer, tries a shot, saved by Zagat. Another shot is cleared out by Morefoot. Illini retained possession. Jackson Byhoon over the far side, shot, another save by Zagat. And he's able to cover up. Mike Fortune is right there, but Zagat had the answer. So we'll see another face-off in the Flyers zone. I don't mind Zagat's decision to keep slowing it down. It seems that his team's scrambling a little bit in their defensive zone. And Sam Zagat has the right mindset to slow it down. Not give him too much as that penalty to Sam Werner expires. 5-on-5 hockey. Here come the Illini into the zone. Harkaric sends it over. Shot saved by Zagat. Rebound cleared by Morefoot. Puck is sent in back to the Flyers zone. Morefoot tries to clear it around. He does. The Illini had about 16 guys on the ice right there. No too many men calls, so we keep on going. Fieldman fights through some contact. He will wheel all the way around the zone. Crossan tries a shot. And I think caught Sam Zagat a little bit off guard. And Crossan has taken his team back to within one. To me, it looked like Sam Zagat had a pretty good look at him, but again, maybe it was another knuckle puck situation where that puck is dipping and diving all over the place. And so, with 4:36 left to go in the first frame, score is now 2-1 in favor of the Flyers. Ernsting, he gets it over to Pickens. Back to the other side and a shot. Goot couldn't handle that pass, but he gets it back. Goot trying to center it to Pickens, but it squirts into the near side corner. Sprunk sends it up. Goot forces another turnover. Checked right in the back, and Ernsting can't handle that pass. And we have an icing call. .4:12 left to go in period number one. We'll see a face-off to Zagat's left. John Crossan, goal scorer for the Illini. 5'11", 170-pound sophomore from Barrington. Showing his colors today. Love to see that. Again, some of the top guys missing from the lineup card tonight for the Illini. Hunter Carrick being one of them. But the Flyers are into their own slap shot by Pusatera is handled by Wardell. Excellent stick from Braden Ricci right there, prevented that rush, but Illini retained possession. Here's Goeringer. Can't stick handle around the contact from Ulmer. And so Morefoot now has the puck. He turns it over to Gentjes, sends it into the middle. Here's Rudolph. He dangles around one. Rudolph can't get a shot. Another shot has his stick lifted, I think, right there by Ulmer. And the Flyers struggling here. Smoot keeps that one in. Morefoot sends it up to the point to Smoot. He's got it behind the Flyers net. Tries a centering pass, can't find anybody. And Arkilla can't stick that one out. And we've got a penalty coming up now to the Lewis Flyers. Jack Pusatera. Not sure what that call is. Looked like Pusatera was already on the bench. Quite possibly an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. Did not see a signal from the referee. Five on five. Looks like he was assessed a 10-minute misconduct penalty. Pusatera was. Must have been jawing off a little bit to the referee, who was having none of that. So Pusatera will sit for the next 10 minutes. 3:15 left to go in the first period. 2-1 is the score in favor of the Lewis Flyers. Ernsting loses that faceoff up to the point to Kopke, who tries a shot. It looks like Ernsting broke his stick on that faceoff play. A shot from the hash marks is kept in by the point. Kopke tried a shot. It was just wide of the net. And the Flyers are 2 down now. Ernsting without a stick. Excuse me, 1 down. Sprunk. Shot is deflected out in front by Fieldman. And it was deflected wide. A broken stick from Ernsting getting in the way there as Buckley tried to stick handle to the middle. And Brian Good is able to send that one out. Sprunk sends that one in, but the Illini had to clear, and that allows Ernsting to get a new stick. Illini kept that one in. Hemingway battles through a few Flyers players. Centering pass gives it right to Good. Here come the Flyers back the other way. Good can't handle it. Gets back over to Ernsting, who tried to kind of stick it to his forehand there, but was having no luck. Hemingway's into the zone. The Illini got it on the backhand, and that one sticked aside by Zagat. Sprunk to Smoot. He's centering pass to Jackson Byhoon, who couldn't handle it, and that puck careens behind the net. Tyler Byhoon couldn't handle that pass. Here comes Selman back in on the near side. He couldn't handle it. Back comes Tyler Byhoon. He's into the zone. He's got his brother with him. Byhoon's shot. Saved by Zagat to Jackson behind the net. Wilninski was successful on that battle, though. He will bring it out of the zone with speed. Here comes Jake Wilninski. He tries to dangle to the middle. He still got it. Wilninski's shot! And that one's handled by Tyler Wardell. And we'll see a face-off now in the Illini end of the ice. 1:29 left to go in period number 1. Flyers ahead 2-1. First half of the period was dominated by the Lewis Flyers. Second half was a lot of back and forth action for the second half of that period. So, minute 29 left to go as we're getting the broken stick of Scotty Ernsting off the ice. With that, we've got Sam Werner out there to take this face-off. And Illini are successful. Jackson Gentjes is into the zone. Stick handle, shot from the top of the circle is handled by Zagat. Rebound found by Morefoot. Reedy battles with Gentjes in the on the far side hash marks. Puck comes out. A shot is saved by Zagat again. A hit up high there by Mike Fortune will draw a penalty. Flyers will see their second power play of the evening after we have a roughing call being assessed to presumably Mike Fortune. Had some up-high contact there with one of the members of the Lewis Flyers, so 53.8 seconds left to go. Flyers will be on the power play. If they are not successful in these first 53 seconds, they will start period number 2 on the power play. Flyers were successful on their first. See if they are able to repeat. As Goot sends it up to the point, a shot, and that one's snagged out of the air by Tyler Wardell. And we'll see another faceoff in the Illini end. I'm not even sure how Wardell saw that one. Absolutely unbelievable. He's got X-ray vision looking through all the traffic in front. And a shot from the point from Ricci is well wide of the net. And that allows Buckley to send it all the way down. 30 seconds left to go in the first period. Goot leaves it for Ernsting. And Ernsting will rev up the engines. Here he comes in the Illini zone. Fancy stick handles, tries to dangle the middle, can't do it all himself. And Buckley will ring that one all the way around the point. And that will just about do it. Ricci had a fancy little stick handle play there as the Flyers have a hand pass that was called with 1.5 seconds left to go in this first period. Center ice face-off, and that will do it for period number 1. A lot of action in period number 1 for the Lewis Flyers and the University of Illinois Illini. Flyers really dominated that first half of the first period, but it was a lot of back and forth action in the second half of period number 1. Scoring recap for the first. Benelagna had one for the Lewis Flyers. Logan Pickens had that second goal. That was that really impressive one where Brian Goot was falling down in the neutral zone, or maybe it was Ernsting, and passed it up to, I believe that was Goot, who ran around the net, got that out to the middle to Pickens, who was able to pot that one home. So a really beautiful play from the Lewis Flyers first line. We'll see if they'll be able to be as successful as they were right there in period number 2. Coming up in the intermission, you're going to see some highlights from the last game where the Lewis Flyers beat Purdue Northwest. You're watching Lewis Hockey on the Lewis University Television Network. For the Purdue Northwest Pride, Dan Johnson turns the puck over. Here's Benke into the zone all alone. Benke shot, big left pad save by Fisher. Mr. made a second stop, and we have a quick whistle. Mike Fisher showing his colors early. But Fisher's doing a good job. He stopped everything he's seen so far. Looking for some help on the other side of the ice now. Pusatero, we've got a penalty coming up now. We'll see the Flyers' first power play. Both referees with their hands in the air on that one. The one who has assessed that penalty, so we'll see the Flyers' first power play of the evening. Here's Ernsting's shot, pass, another shot, and they couldn't put it home. That's Dan Johnson, who was standing right at the top of the blue paint, had a wide open net to look at, and he couldn't hit it. These Flyers will have another shot at it now as Ernsting wheels through the neutral zone. Fake shot, Ernsting still got it down low, backhand shot, and a big pad save there by Kyle Fritz. Pride coming back the other way, 2-on-1. Cousins shot, and a save by Fisher. Logan Pickens right there to keep Fisher's kitchen clean. As the Pride are into the zone, falling down, Kane Peters, centering pass. And we have blocked pass there by Dan Johnson, stung him. I don't know if it hit him above the shin pad. Another shot, big block by Dan Johnson. Centering pass, another save by Fisher maybe. Dan Johnson having an excellent shift. Brian Goot. Johnson will come off for a line change to an ovation from his team as Arkilla gets the puck back in front of the Flyers bench. Here he comes. Arkilla is checked by Casaretta, and that allows the Pride to get it back and begin their breakout. Here they come into the Flyers' end. They're in far side. Backhand shot saved by Fisher. Another shot. Big right pad saved by Fisher. I don't even think he knew where that one was. He's still making the save. Puck kept in on the point. Dan Johnson had an excellent block shot earlier. Is back out there. Obviously didn't hurt him too much. As the Pride force a turnover, they've got it. Benke. He's got it behind the goal line. Forces his way to the front, and the door is shut by Fisher. As a pile-up ensues, Fisher's able to keep that one out of the net. As Ernsting will force that turnover. Scotty Ernsting, he's into the zone. Fake shot, another shot. He goes upstairs right there on Kyle Fritz, and Scotty Ernsting has opened the scoring for the Lewis Flyers. Scotty Ernsting, again, one of the members of the Lewis Flyers who can create time and space for himself, does so right there. Wilninski sends it up the point to Brian Goot. Over to the middle, and Ricci couldn't keep that one in. Goot is pressured, and here comes Benke into the zone. And he's going right back in the box. Verbetsky's going right back in. He is assessed a penalty for interference. He played the puck with both feet inside the penalty box. Still, you can't do that. Because of that, the Flyers will be going right back on the power play. You don't see that too often. Again, referee Brad Bomrock with that call. You got to have both feet fully out of the penalty box on the ice before you can legally play that puck, so the Flyers will have 2 more minutes of power play time. As they set up, Ernsting. Up to Ricci on the point. Shot is blocked. Ernsting with the rebound. He scores! Scotty Ernsting on the power play gets goal number 2. Rebound deflected right to him. Standing in the far side faceoff dot. Kyle Fritz was going for a swim. And Ernsting, no problem at all with that one. Will take his team back ahead by 1 goal. As Alagna goes for a big body check there. Goot has a puck. He's in the far side corner. Brian Goot centering pass to Reedy. He tried a shot. And Kyle Fritz came out on top. And Kane Nolmer's got the puck. Tries to hit Reedy going back the other way. Doesn't. And the Pride enter the zone with speed. Kozagin's in. Shot saved by Mike Fisher. Kozagin up to the point. Here's another shot. Another save by Mike Fisher. Brick wall and net for Lewis Flyers today. What a play for the Lewis Flyers goaltender right there. Battling through a whole bunch of traffic, standing in the slot area. And he gets a tap on the pad from Dan Johnson right there. McNeil fans on a shot. Here comes Ernsting with speed. Fancy toe drag. He's into the zone. Scotty Ernsting, 2 goals on the day. Tries a shot. And that one's saved by Kyle Fritz. Nobody knows where the puck is. Robertson tries to send it up. Pride can't get a shot off, and that puck just jumped over the stick of McGinnis. Here comes Arkilla. He's in all alone. Arkilla scores a goal right past the glove of Kyle Fritz. And the Flyers are back up by 1. Arkilla using his wheels right there to blow by McGinnis and take his team back up by 1 goal. As Wilninski tries to get something going. He's into the zone, blows by the defenseman trying to split the wickets. And he couldn't do it. Back the other way come the Pride. He's going to turn on the Jets, and here he comes into the Flyers zone. Benke, toe drag. Forced outside by Alagna. Excellent defensive play there. The Pride try a shot from the point, couldn't get anything on it. We got a shot block. Here comes Pusatera back the other way. Jack Pusatera shot from the top of the circles. His blocker aside. Another shot hit the crossbar with that one. And the Flyers on the penalty kill have a A+ scoring opportunity right there. Over to Ernsting, who couldn't handle that hot pass. 5 seconds left. Logan Pickens. And the Flyers will be taking this one to overtime. Bonus hockey coming up here at Canlan. Pressured by Goot, they force a turnover. Here comes Jack Selman into the zone. Teammates making a line change. Selman tries to power move to the middle. Selman's still got it. He can't hit the wide open net. Jack Selman just had an A-plus scoring opportunity right there. Selman gets it back. Gets tangled in the skates, the referee. He's pinned up against the board, Selman is. And 3:35 left to go in period number 4, the overtime period. And we have a shot from the point. Benalagna kind of arced that one just past everyone, and we have no goal being called. High stick was called by the low referee. High referee wants nothing to do with what head coach of the Flyers, Mark Marfise, has to say. Flyers thought this game was over. Ernsting and Alagna back out there for the Flyers. Matt Urin, he's into the zone. Ernsting strips it. Scotty Ernsting, he's in all alone on a breakaway looking for the hat trick. Ernsting shot, and a big save by Kyle Fritz. Shut the door on that one. 1:40 left to go in this overtime period. Ernsting's in. He's got Logan Pickens with him. Ernsting saucer pass to Pickens. Game, set, match. Lewis Flyers get their first win of the season at Canlan off a beautiful play by Scotty Ernsting and Logan Pickens. What a finish. Scoring recap for the Lewis Flyers. Logan Pickens had the winner. Alex Arkilla had one, and Scotty Ernsting had 2. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for my dad for being here operating the camera. My name is Logan Kapp. You've been watching Lewis Hockey on the Lewis University Television Network. Have a good night. All right, welcome back to Lewis University Television Network. Logan Cap here for period number 2 of Flyers hockey. Flyers are up 2-1 after 1. Scoring recap if you miss it at the end of the first. One goal from Benalagna for the Flyers, and the other one was from Logan Pickens. Goal for the Illini, one goal, was scored by John Crossan. The Flyers will be on the power play to start off period number 2. Late period penalty by Mike Fortune. Flyers were successful on their first try at it, scoring a power play goal in the first frame. So we'll see if they are able to be as successful here in period number 2. Illini will be to my left, Flyers to my right, and we are underway. Quite the crowd here at Canlan tonight. Love to see all the support for Flyers hockey. I know a goal of the team is to increase attendance, so great to see that they're trying to do that as the Illini will send that one in behind Fisher. 41 seconds left to go on the Flyers power play. Alagna sends it up to Selman, and he will bring it over the Illini blue line. Leaves it for Pickens. Over to Ulmer, who couldn't handle that pass. And Buckley will send it up, kept in on the point by Pickens. Down low to Selman. Fights through a check. He tried to center it, but he sent it right to Leo Smott, who will send it the length of the ice. Zagat comes out to play it, turns it over. Look out, Alex Harkaric got it near side Flyers zone. Sends it behind the net to Byhoon. Up to the point now. Goringer just got away with one there as Selman was looking to go in 2-on-0 with Jake Wilninski as the Flyers get it into the zone. Wilninski in on the forecheck against Crossan. Will get the puck, but it's sent around the net by Tyler Byhoon. Puck couldn't be handled by Ricci, and so Byhoon brings it in. Up to the point to Tyler Byhoon, down behind the net. Ricci can't clear it. Goot eventually will send it up, doesn't hit anybody. And that will be an icing call. Jack Selman didn't like that, but he wasn't winning that race, so I don't know what he's complaining about. 18-18 left to go in period number 2. Flyers ahead 2-1. Face off to Zagat's left. Wilninski and Buckley. Buckley wins it over to Hemingway, who can't handle it. Morefoot couldn't get out of the zone. Back down to Hemingway in the far side corner. Sent around the net by Fieldman. He's got it, leaves it down low for Buckley, who couldn't handle it. Rung around the boards by Wilninski. Sprunk activated, and Hemingway was there to cover, but couldn't keep that puck in. And now Buckley will send it back into the Flyers zone. We are back to even. Here comes Caden Ulmer. He's in all on a breakaway. Ulmer on the line change. I think he hit the post with that one. Flyers had a sneaky line change right there as Ulmer was in all alone and maybe had too much time on his hands and dangled himself into submission and missed the net. Goringer tried a shot blocked by Reedy, and another stick by Reedy will send that puck in to the Illini zone. Reedy with the contact will force a turnover, and Hemingway tries to backhand that one out. He gets it back, sends it up. Here comes Genchis into the zone. Leaves it in the middle for Kopke, who can't shoot it because Sam Werner was standing right in his way. Fortune up to the point now. Here's Goringer, down low off the stick of Zagat. Another shot saved by Zagat. And Nick Rudolph was right at the top of the blue paint, but Zagat had the answer. And so his team remains up by 1 with 16:45 left to go in the second period. Illini coming out hot after that first intermission. As I said before, Flyers really controlled play in the first half of period number 1. And then it was a little bit back and forth. The second half of that period, and now obviously the Illini are taking their turn. Jack Pusatera is still in the penalty box after receiving that 10-minute misconduct. So the Flyers will be out without him for another little bit. Ernsting, he's into the zone. All by himself, tries a sharp angle shot, and that one sticked aside by Wardell. Illini can't loft that one out. Here comes Mike Fortune, sends it up to Rudolph. He's into the zone. Rudolph cuts the middle shot, and that one was hit the stick of Dan Johnson and goes up into the protective netting. So we'll see a face-off now on the Flyers' end of the ice. 16-19 left to go. Dan Johnson, another name familiar to the broadcast. Last time we were here, he had an excellent outing against the Purdue Northwest Pride. 5'10" freshman from Lamont, Dan Johnson is. Former member of the Lockport Spartans, my former team. Look at that. Here's Walninski. He's in the zone. Sharp angle shot, and that one's blockered aside by Wardell. And we have an icing call, a close call there. The linesman was racing with Ricci on that one to make that icing call, but that call was correct, so we'll see a face-off now in the Illini end. Got a couple former Lockport Spartans on this Flyers hockey team. Dan Johnson's one, Zach McNally's another. They're both freshmen. Both decided to come play hockey for Lewis University. Sam Warner up to the point. Slap shot is into the glove of Tyler Wardell, and we'll see a face-off. Jack Reedy was battling hard in the slot there. Reedy doing his best to take away the eyes of Wardell, but was unsuccessful on that play. 15:37 left to go in period number 1. Face-off one forward by Omer. Puck sat in front of the net. Look out. Wardell couldn't cover up immediately. Kind of fumbled it. And that was a close one for Caden Omer, who was right there looking to put it home, but was unable to. And so we'll see another face-off. Top line out there for the Flyers. Goot, Ernsting, and Pickens as that puck deflects out of play. I think a young girl from Shawinigan ended up with that one. As I said, we got quite the capacity crowd here at Canlan. So that fan's going home with a souvenir. Ernsting's got it behind the Illini goal. Fights through some pressure from Sprunk up to the point. To Alagna, who tried a shot, had it blocked. Another shot from Ernsting is into the far side corner. Stick broke, and Tyler Byhoon will come off. Flyers have an abbreviated man advantage here as Leo Smoot battles with Ernsting behind the net. Pickens will send that one down low. Another puck out of play. And again, a happy fan in the near side corner. I don't know if we brought enough pucks here tonight. Not a ton of pucks going out. And we'll see a face-off in front of the Flyers bench. Another broken stick as well. I don't know if that means that everyone's just got a little bit of extra. Another shot from in front of the net. Buckley got blocked out in front. And that one's cleared out of the zone by the Flyers. Here comes Goringer in with speed on the near side, sent down low, where Ricci stops him. And Walensky sends it up to point. Shot is deflected in front by Hemingway, but Zagat had the answer. Here comes Walensky. He's got speed into the Illini end. He's given the business by Jacob Fieldman. And a centering pass finds Ricci. Ricci's shot hit the post with the shot! Braden Ricci. A+ scoring chance as the Flyers have another shot, and that one's paddled aside by Tyler Wardell. Best chance of the period for the Lewis Flyers right there. And the Flyers look to keep up the momentum. Play on there. It looked like Ulmer was taken down, but no call. The referee had a good look at it and was not going to call that one. Ulmer's into the zone. Here comes Caden Ulmer. He falls down again. And I believe that was Rudolph who was giving Ulmer the business. Alagna on the point. Backhands that one down into the near side corner where Sam Werner is sat down by Gentjes. Eventually Reedy tries to come away with it. Well, he went right on the stick of John Cross, and the goal scorer for the Illini, and that allows them to get it into the Flyers' end. Alagna to Werner. Sam Werner, he's into the zone. Shot is blocked out in front of the net by Ben Sprunk. And Werner will come off for a line change. Freshman from Eagle River, Sam Werner, doing a great job today as the Illini send that one out. Alagna sends it behind the net to Johnson, who will ring it up the near side boards to Pickens, who leaves it for Goot, and that one gets all the way back to the Illini blue line. Koki will send it into the Flyers zone. No icing on that play, and a shot and a save by Zagat. And with that whistle, Jack Pusatera is able to come out of the penalty box after serving his 10-minute misconduct penalty. $12:15 left to go in this second period. Mentioned it earlier, Sam Zagat gets the start today for Lewis Flyers hockey. Flyers regular #1 goaltender Fisher out with illness today, so freshman Zagat getting a look. Looked really well as he was able to track that one. Puck sat behind him. And a big save by Sam Zagat, just as I'm talking about him. Made the first stop, puck sat behind him. And Zagat's able to find it and keep it out of the net. What a save by the Flyers goaltender right there. 11:48 left to go in this second period. Flyers ahead by 1. Face-off won by the Illini. Deflection out in front of the net, missed the net. And again, the Flyers got away with one right there. Jackson Byhoon trying to backhand shot, gets his own rebound. Jackson up to the point where Koki tries a shot, saved by Zagat. Reedy backhand pass to Pusatera. He's had a lot of rest after serving that 10-minute misconduct penalty. Pusatera's into the zone. Backhand shot is sticked aside by Jason Goringer. And Jackson Byhoon can't quite get that one out. Morefoot tries to hit Pusatera, but misses him. And so Goringer will start the breakout. Goot, big body check, sends it over to Pusatera. He tried a shot, and that one is saved by Tyler Wardell. Pusatera with a little pep in his step after serving that big penalty. And body contact picking up here for the Flyers. Morefoot Sends it off the boards to Ernsting. He's got speed. He's got Goot with him. Ernsting into the zone. Drag shot. And he missed the net. Rebound found by Tyler Byhoon. He is pressured by Morefoot and Goot. And Goot is able to force that turnover. Kopke sends it up to Jackson Byhoon. Into the zone is Buckley. Jackson. He's got a shot. Is blocked out in front by the stick of Tyler Morefoot into the far side corner. Buckley turns it over to Pickens, who leaves it for Ernsting. Ernsting is checked off the puck there by Brennan Buckley. And Illini have it in their own zone. Hit the stanchion. Ernsting's got it. Pinned up against the boards by Buckley. To Ricci. He tried a shot, and that one got deflected out in front of the net by Alagna. But it deflected into the near side corner, which allows the Illini to begin their breakout. Try the home run stretch pass. That was Fieldman who was standing on the Flyers' blue line. But the Flyers were prepared. Buckley turns it over. Arkilla shot and a big left pad save there by Wardell. And Flyers controlling now. Some of the best hockey we've seen out of the Lewis Flyers this season. Here at Canlan tonight. As Sprunk is into the zone near side corner. Sprunk, excellent block pass there by Alagna. We've got a penalty coming up. I believe that was Dan Johnson who got that penalty. And unfortunately for the Flyers, they will be going back on the penalty kill. Did not see what happened. Roughing is the call. It looked like he was tied up with someone in front of Sam Zagat. So he will enter the sin bin for 2 minutes. And the Illini will have their second power play of the evening. Faceoff is forced out of the zone by Reedy. Reedy almost got the turnover. He pressures Byhoon, and the Flyers force a turnover. Again, the best defense is offense on the penalty kill. Flyers showing that right here. As Goringer looks to tie it up in the second period. Illini set up. Here's Harkarik to the near side to Goringer. Down low to Tyler Byhoon. And he couldn't handle it. And that one sent the length of the ice by Ben Alagna. Minute 20 left on the Illini power play. Jackson Byhoon will start the rush this time. Flyers playing very aggressive on the penalty kill in the neutral zone. The two guys high above the red line. Really trying to force the Illini to make an early decision on their breakout. Tyler Byhoon has it. Centering pass. Can't find his brother in the middle. And Illini retain possession. Harkarik. He's got it in the near side corner. Sent down low to Jackson. Up to the point to Goringer. Back to Jackson Byhoon. He can't center it. He gets it to Goot. Goot will skate it over the red line and bring it into the Illini end. Brian Goot trying to dangle to the middle. And the puck careens to Hemingway. Ernsting forced the turnover. We'll send it back, and we're going to kill off some more time here on the Illini penalty. Sent the length of the ice. He's got Wilninski breaking in the zone. Wilninski's got it behind the Illini net. 5 seconds left to go. Over to Arkilla. He tried a sharp angle shot. That went right in the big old blue eye. The logo, that is, on Tyler Wardell's chest. And he's able to hold on to that one. 6:59 left to go in period number 2. Illini have 2 more seconds of power play time. Wilninski's out there to take this draw against Mike Fortune, who wins it. And the Flyers penalty has expired. Rudolph is into the zone. Nick Rudolph leaves it in the middle for Genchis. He tried a shot and kind of went up and over the net. Puck is kept in on the point there. Centering pass doesn't find anybody, and Fortune has it. Sends it behind the net to Genchis. Fortune trying to shot, went right across the goal line, and Selman tried to go high off the glass and can't get that one out. Fortune battles through a battle with Jack Selman, and Selman forces a turnover. Here comes Jack Selman. They're in 3-on-1, and they were offsides. Wilninski had a little bit of a step there on Selman. And so we'll see a face-off outside the Flyers' blue line. 6:13 left to go in period number 1. Perfect opportunity. Give a little shout out. Person who just dropped the puck, that's Marissa Lyons, excuse me. Her first ACHA hockey game today. So we'd like to congratulate her on the step up to college hockey. Shot is well high of the net by Alagna. And the puck is kept in by Johnson. Here's a Caden Ulmer. He's got the puck on the blue line. Excellent move to keep it in the zone. And he's sat down there by Harkarik. Pusatera sends it across to Johnson, just out of his reach. And Crossan will begin the rush. He sends it up to Jackson Byhoon. He's got one in. Genchis, excellent diving play there by Benalagna. Blocked that pass. Jackson Byhoon forced the turnover. He's got it on his backhand. Byhoon, another centering pass is blocked by Dan Johnson. Puck careens over to Sam Zagat, and he will hold on. Some excellent defensive play there by the Flyers. A couple odd man breaks shut down by some A-plus defensive play to break up the pass by a couple different members of the hockey team. Excellent to see. Defensemen doing their job. Their job is to block the pass on those odd man rushes. Sam Zagat's job is to stop the shot. Flyers have iced the puck. Brian Goot didn't like that call. But either way, we'll see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice. 5:09 left to go in period number 2. Flyers still ahead 2-1. Intensity level, I feel like, has picked up here in the second frame. Though we have seen no goals yet, I feel like everybody had a nice rest in that first intermission. Ernsting's got it. Turns away from a few hits. Sends it over to Goot on the far side hash marks. To Ernsting in the middle. He couldn't handle that pass. Goot's got it, pins it up against the boards in the far side corner. Ernsting swoops in, picks it up. Centering pass, can't find Pickens. And that one is sticked out by Jacob Fieldman. Morefoot sends it up the far side boards to Goot, who gets it over the blue line. Hit the linesman, came back over the blue line. And that one was offsides. 4:19 left to go in period number 2. And Dylan Parshall has a question how that's offsides. Centering pass to Selman, who has a shot, and that one's turned aside by Wardell. Selman gets his own rebound to Wilninski in the middle, has a shot. That one got blocked out in front by John Crossan. Flyers still have it. Wilninski forced the turnover shot, hit the side of the net. And Selman gets it. Here's Jack Selman, has the stick slashed out of his hands. And that will, in fact, be a slashing penalty. Textbook definition of slashing right there. Not much to argue. As John Crossan slashed the stick right out of Jack Selman's hands. And so now the Flyers will be back on the power play with 3:53 left to go in period number 2. Again, John Crossan, the one who got that slashing minor. We'll see a face-off on the near side face-off dot in the Illini end. Puck won by the Flyers to Reedy, up to the point to Alagna, walks the middle shot, and that one was partially blocked and easily sticked aside by Wardell. Pusatera fights through a battle. He's got it on the near side face-off dot, sends it down to Reedy, has it poked away from him, and that one will be sent the length of the ice by Alex Harkaric. 3:25 left to go in this second period. Minute and a half left to go on the Flyers power play. Here comes Pusatera. He's got speed into the Illini end. Far side, Pusatera's shot tries to go upstairs, in and out of the glove of Wardell. Rebound to Pickens. To Pusatera in the near side, the far side corner. He's got it, and we'll try and slow it down, set up a little bit on this power play. To Reedy in the near side hash marks, to Alagna on the point. Alagna's shot hit traffic out in front. Pusatera's shot, and he fanned on it, goes into the far side corner. Excellent keep in there by Pickens. And Alagna brings it back in to Selman. To a Wilnitsky, one-time slapper is found by Wardell, and he will hold on. Best chance in a while for the Flyers. Flyers really have had the majority of high-quality scoring opportunities in this second period. Surprised they haven't gotten one yet. Here's Goot. Leaves it for Ernsting on the near side. Spin around pass to Goot. Umbrella-style power play. Goot, slap shot, hit the post with the shot. Ernsting, another shot, hit traffic out in front. Dan Johnson, another shot, hit the side of the net. Illini got away with one right there, and they will send it the length of the ice. And with 15 seconds left to go on the power play, Flyers really looking good. Forced a turnover in the Flyers end of the ice. Illini have it. Buckley, far side corner. That will do it for the Flyers power play. Ernsting, he's still got the puck. Fancy footwork will give himself time and space. Ernsting spin around pass goes right onto the stick of Kaupke. He's into the zone. He's still got it. Far side centering pass, and that one couldn't be found by Jackson Dyden. And so he will come off for a line change. Puck is poked into the Flyers zone. Minute 19 left to go in this second period. Mike Fortune will send it down low. Hits Scotty Ernsting, and Ernsting is hit up high, and Alagna doesn't like that one. And a pile up now on the near side hash marks. Scotty Ernsting, obviously an all-star for the Lewis Flyers, had contact directly to the head. Not sure who initiated that contact on Ernsting, but the referee did have his hand up on the initial contact, so the Flyers should have a power play at the end of all this. Nick Rudolph is the one entering the box. He, I bet, was the one who will get that initial penalty. Doesn't look like any other calls have been made. Nick Rudolph taking his team down for 2 minutes. Minute 3 left to go in period number 2. And now a conversation between Goringer, Gentjes, the referee, and the two linespeople. The options for penalties for direct contact to the head. differ from that of USA Hockey. Some more rules analysis for you. The regular viewers of the broadcast will know I do love a good rules analysis. So direct contact to the head is a one call. Then there is a penalty that can be assessed for indirect contact to the head. That's where contact begins in the trunk of the body. That's from the waist to the shoulders, and then rides up and makes contact with the head. Not sure the exact call that was made there, but to me that looked like direct contact to the head. So it's possible a roughing call was made instead of contact to the head. Flyers, Dan Johnson tried a shot, and Johnson is put right on his wallet in the slot. 7 seconds gone on the Flyers power play. 56 seconds left to go in this second period. Flyers have had some success on the power play thus far in the game. That was way back in the first period. As Dan Johnson's working hard in front of the net, he's battling with Peter Koke. Ricci keeps it in. Ricci to Ernsting. Toe drag. Ernsting can't keep his handle on it. And that one is backhanded all the way down by Sprunk. Johnson's complaining in the middle of playing to the referee, who was not having it, as the Flyers begin their rush. Here's Smott into the zone. He tried a shot. That was a big save by Sam Zagat. Scotty Ernsting now has the puck. 18 seconds left to go in this second period. They've got one more rush. Here comes Goot. 10 seconds. Brian Goot shot. Easy save there for Wardell. And that will force a face-off. 7.2 seconds left to go in period number 2. We're going to see a face-off in the Illini end. Minute 4 left on the power play for the Lewis Flyers. Shot from the point is saved by Wardell. I don't think he saw it, but he was able to kick that left pad out and make that final save. And the Flyers really ending that second period on a strong note. Flyers really controlled a lot of play in that second period. Again, as I mentioned at the end of the first, Flyers had total control in the first 10 minutes of this hockey game. The second 10 minutes, second half of period number 1, it was a lot of back and forth action. I think the Flyers had 4, 5, 6 high quality scoring opportunities in that second frame. So really love to see that offensive domination by the Lewis Flyers in this one. So in about 15 minutes, we'll see period number 3. Before that, you always see me on these broadcasts. You never really get a peek behind the curtain. Our technical director, Tony Nenardis, is also the technical director for the news broadcast at Lewis University. We're going to see a little peek behind the curtain and see what the technical director has to do in order to produce the news broadcast. Let's take a look.
I don't know. I like to have everything perfect, even though it's hard to make it that way. So I'm going to be messing with these cameras like crazy the next hour. It's about 3.5 hours to get lower thirds for our guests and anchors, B-roll. But if you notice here too, we have kind of 2 different sets we're working with today. This is our normal anchor desk over there, and then we'll have Allie, one of our anchors, interview our guest Angie today. There you are. You have your mic?
Yes, I am mic'd.
All right. You are mic'd or you have it? Oh, perfect.
Exams. They might have.
See that right there? That is perfect. Fantastic levels right there.
Testing center.
We got 2 minutes, so we're just gonna go back up to the top of the script. Are there mics down? All right. 15 seconds. Play it. Ready on both their mics, 2 and 3. Take them.
Good evening. Thank you for joining Lewis University's television network. Focuses on recycling and redistributing chemicals.
It's always important to know too how long each clip is. So it's like 45.
Worse against people who weren't a threat of law to enforcement. The investigation is ongoing. Up
Both
next,
mics.
we will have your local news. We'll be right back.
Play it. Is it playing?
Should be.
All right, mic's down.
Thanks for that.
All right.
I think.
Oh, the first one, we're only going to have a minute. The first one didn't play, so I'll tell him. Ready on Allie's mic. And take it.
The mayor floor leader of Chicago.
Go ahead, Bridget.
Sanctuary
Oh, wait.
City
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, you caught me.
Following a disturbance that ensued.
Both
Up
mics.
next, we will have your Lewis Spotlight. Then we will have your Lewis Sports Update. Stay with us.
Play it. Mic's down. Yeah, just where you were before. Make sure both of you guys are framed up right. Yeah, you're right there. You can just stay.
I am Citlali Romo. And I'm Allison Lakewitz. Have a great night.
Play it. Mic's down. All right. You guys are clear. I thought it went pretty well. I know we had a lot of issues beforehand, and it was kind of chaotic. But I mean, overall, I thought it went fine. The anchors did a good job. I did an all right job. But it looked good, though. So hopefully, everyone go check it out on the YouTube channel. Got to shout it out.
All right, well, that was a little peek behind the curtain with this guy.
Man, Logan, that was just like I said in that last one. I was doing an all right job. Same thing tonight.
Yeah, well, a lot of people don't even know all of that what goes into these broadcasts, so I just want to say thank you, give you a little bit of a shout out
No, and it's
in
nice
this second intermission.
It's nice of you to come back to my lab here.
Yeah, right? He's got the whole setup going on over here. But you think the Flyers are going to pull this one out? They're up 2-1 after 2?
I think they will. I mean, they've played really well against University of Illinois, and they're tough. You know, we knew coming in, and they got a game against them tomorrow, too. So I think they got a shot up 2-1. They played well.
Yeah, I think so, too. So in about 8 minutes, we'll see period number 3 again. Thanks to this guy, Tony Donardis. We'll be right back. You're watching Lewis Hockey on the Lewis University Television Network. And welcome back to the Lewis University Television Network. Logan Camp here for period number 3 of Flyers hockey. Really glad we got to highlight one of the greatest technical directors in the history of the Lewis University Television Network. That is Tony DeNardis. Thanks again for Tony for being here. What I forgot to mention after I was so excited that we were both on camera together. I forgot to mention that if you're interested in the broadcasting program at Lewis, you can find more information at lewisu.edu. Be sure to head over there, check that out. You can come here and hang out with us. We're pretty cool people, right, Tony? He's shaking his head. We're all cool. After 2 periods of play, Flyers ahead by 1 goal. And so they'll look to close out another W here at Camlin. They will begin period number 3 on the power play. Nick Rudolph in the box, 2 minutes. Never did find out what that call was for. Either way, doesn't really matter what it was for, though. It was just a 2-minute power play for the Flyers. Puck is kept in by Wilninski on the point, sent around to the far side corner where it's found by Sprunk, and he's able to force it out of his own zone. Flyers will set back up. 10 more seconds on the power play for the Flyers. Here comes Ricci into the zone. Far side shot, hit the side of the net. Rebound found by the Illini. They will send it all the way down there in 2-on-0. Here's Brennan Buckley. He's into the zone. Shot, he goes upstairs on Sam Zagat. And this game is tied. A little bit of a defensive breakdown there for the Lewis Flyers as they allowed Buckley to get in with Jacob Fieldman. They were in 2-on-0. And can't blame Zagat for that one. So with 18:57 left to go in this 3rd period, we're all tied up. New game at Camlin. Buckley will remain out there after scoring the goal as the Flyers look to rebound. As the game's gone on, it's been more and more Illini hockey. As a collision behind the net there sent Buckley's stick flying. He collided with Morefoot. As Pusatera is able to force a turnover but can't get it out. Fieldman in behind Zagat. Turns it over to Alagna, who will send it up the near side boards. Kane Nolmer can't get it out. Hemingway keeps it in. Fieldman gets around Ulmer. He will wheel around in the middle of the ice, goes cross ice. Slap shot is wide of the net. Not sure if it hit anybody out in front. Here comes Scotty Ernsting. He's got speed up the near side boards. He walks it in. Teammates making a line change, and he lost his handle on it. And so we're going back the other way. Hart Carrick sends it over to the far side of Kopke, and that will be deflected into the Flyers zone right to Sam Zagat. And he will hold on for a face-off. 17:44 left to go in the 3rd. We are now tied up. 2 goals aside. Goals for the Flyers have come from Logan Pickens and Ben Alagna. Goals for the Illini have come from John Crossan and most recently Brennan Buckley. Sophomore transfer from ISU. Bringing this game back to even here in the 3rd period. Smott sends it behind his own net to Kopke, who will send it back to the far side. And Sprunk's able to force it up. Here comes Jackson Byhoon in the zone, trying to shot. And that one was well wide of the net. Pickens sends it up to Ricci, who was able to retain possession, but Smott pokes that one away from him. Back and forth hockey in the neutral zone. Gets it up to Selman. Here come the Flyers. They're in the Illini zone. Jack Selman far side. Centering pass is sticked aside by John Crossan. He's playing on both sides of the puck today. one of the goal scorers for the Illini. Putting the puck in the net and breaking up plays on the other side of the ice. Puck comes back to Crossan. Over to Gentjes, and he will send that into the Flyers zone. More foot pokes ahead, but Rudolph forces a turnover. Here comes Rudolph. He's into the zone, trying to shot. An excellent block there by Ben Alagna. Sends that puck into the far side corner. Point shot is well wide of the net. Rebound to Rudolph. Up to the point to Crossan. He sends it back down low to Gentjes. But he can't do anything with it, and Alagna will send it up. Arkilla was at the end of a long line change there, so he touches it ahead and comes off. Gentjes can't toe drag around Pusatera, so he's into the zone. Pusatera almost put that puck in his own net as he exits the zone with speed. He sends it into the Illini zone, found by Reedy's shot, and the puck was cleared. And now the Flyers have it. Pusatera slap shot is blocked, and Gentjes will backhand that one up. Here's Ricci. Sends it up to Caden Ulmer. All-star for the Lewis Flyers thus far. Caden Ulmer has been. Talk about him a lot. He actually left the game early last time we saw him here at Canlan. Against the Pride, he injured his, I believe, left shoulder, but glad to see that he's back today. Tennis match in the neutral zone, and the Illini will slow it down in their own zone. Buckley backhands that one into the Flyers' end. And pace of play really slowing down here in the third period. Just as I say that, Ernsting will turn on the Jets. He's burning through the neutral zone. Scotty Ernsting into the near side, sends it down low. Pressured by Kopke. He still got it, sends it cross point to Ricci. He tries a centering pass to Goot, but he was well covered. Point shot from Johnson is blocked, and the Flyers still keep that one in. Avoid an odd man break going back the other way. Flyers have really turned down the pressure here since the first period. Had a strong start to this hockey game as Selman trying to feed Walensky in the middle, but he couldn't find it. And so now Jackson Byhoon will bring it back the other way. Excuse me, Tyler Byhoon hit the post with that shot. And that to my left-hand side has seen a lot of post action this evening, as I believe that's the third shot to hit the post. And again, the Flyers got away with one there. Here's Selman into the zone. Jack Selman tries a backhand pass, can't find Sam Werner in the middle. And so nothing becomes of that opportunity. Illini tried to feed Tyler Byhoon, who was breaking in fast, but he tripped over his own feet there and was not getting a call from the referee. Some big contact picking up for the Illini, as I think their frustration level begins to climb. Got to be careful here to not go down. The Flyers already have one power play goal on the day. Jackson and Tyler Byhoon are into the zone. Tyler sends it down low into the corner, where Alagna will come away with it. Jackson Byhoon now behind the net. Pressured by Alagna. Flyers clear that one to the outside. Goringer shot, got deflected out in front, maybe hit Zaget up high. And that one will deflect up into the protective netting. Illini having some high quality chances here early in period number 3. As the Flyers look to ward off their attack. High off the glass, gets into the neutral zone where Ernsting finds it. He brings it into the zone, leaves it for Pickens. Pickens into the middle, shot, tries to feed Ernsting, and that was a sneaky little play right there. Flyers force a turnover. Ricci couldn't find that shot, and that allows Buckley to send it out. Goot with the touch on that avoids the icing call. He's in all alone on the forecheck. Brian Goot working hard below the Illini goal line, allows Pickens to come away with the puck. The Illini do become successful there and send it out. As Fieldman's in on the forecheck. Rudolph up to the point to Sprunk, who tried a shot, and that one was wide of the net. Flyers seem to be going back to their old ways a little bit, struggling to break this puck out. As Pickens has it, tries to go cross ice to Goot. That pass was about 3 feet in the air, so Goot couldn't handle it. Here comes Gentjes. He's taken down by Goot. No call. Walensky back the other way. Jake Walensky, far side corner, will take it behind the net to Selman on the near side hash marks. Jack Selman battles with a few Illini players there, and Selman will send it down low. Glove down by Fortune, and Selman forced another turnover. Jack Selman's shot hit the logo. Another shot by Arkilla is saved by Wardell. First quality chance for the Lewis Flyers in the third period. Another shot is handled by Wardell. That one caught me off guard. Here come the Illini back the other way. Nick Rudolph, he's into the zone all alone. His teammates are making a line change. He leaves it for Dyden. He's in behind the Flyers' goal. Up to the point. Tarkarik, he tried a shot. That one sticked aside by Sam Zagat up into the protective netting. And so we'll see a face-off with exactly 10 minutes left to go in this third period. Action really picking up here for both sides, having some high-quality scoring opportunities. And so we'll see a face-off to Sam Zagat's right. Jack Hemingway, goal leader for the Illini, back on the ice as Pusatera will skate that one out of his own zone and dump it in. Keaton Ulmer gets it on the near side. Battles with Hemingway. As both teams continue to battle, who will come away with it? The Illini do. Dyden sends it into the Flyers bench. And so now we'll see a face-off. 9:31 left to go in period number 3 here at Camlin. Just found out something interesting the other day about Camlin Ice Sports. 10 years ago, there was a arena football team that played at the very sheet of ice, on the sheet of ice that we're looking at right here. Obviously, it wasn't ice at that point. The Kane County Dogs, that was in 2013, played here. I actually remember that. I was playing here way back then, if you believe that. And so it hasn't been, they used to, here at Camlin, melt down a sheet of ice and have either a soccer field or in some cases an arena football field. But as popularity of this great sport of hockey picked up in the state of Illinois, they stopped melting the sheet. And so we get to have 3 sheets of ice here at Camlin year round. On the sheet right now, Flyers struggle to get this puck out. As Dan Johnson sends it all the way down, finds Goot in the offensive zone. Goot trying to bring it to his backhand, power move to the middle, but he was forced outside by Alex Harkarik. And that one will go all the way down. No icing on that play for some reason. And so we'll keep on going. Head coach of the Flyers, Mark Marfeast, did not like that call that the linesman made in a very loud discussion across the ice. Here's the Illini. Saucer pass up to Buckley, and that one was offsides. to an ovation from the Flyers bench. 7:55 left to go in the third. Wilninski out there to take this draw against Buckley, one of the goal scorers for the Illini. As Arkilla brings it in, a big hit from Hemingway. Sat Arkilla down. Here comes Jack Hemingway. He's into the Flyers zone. Taken down. No call. Goringer kept it in. Big right pad save there, by Sam Zaget. And he will cool it down a little bit. Obviously, tempers flaring here as we get later and later in this hockey game. The best part about that, we're going to have game 2 of this series tomorrow here at Canlan. So that start time, I believe, is 2:25 in the afternoon. We will be here on the broadcast. I will be. Our technical director, Tony, has other sports going on at Lewis. But we'll be here, and we'll be live here on the Lewis University Television Network YouTube page for game 2. More importantly, game 1 right now, we're tied with 7:12 left to go in the third period. We're going to see a face-off to Zagat's left. Won by Fortune up to the point to Crossan. Has it forced out by Reedy. He's held on to, no call on that play. And Reedy is not happy about that one. Here comes Rudolph into the zone. Rudolph trying to roof it. And Sam Zagat was prepared for that one. And he will hold on. Jack Reedy very frustrated coming off the ice. Felt he was dragged down. The Palos Park senior has been really looking good tonight. Obviously, there was some frustration there. Mark Murphy's head coach of the Lewis Flyers discussing with the referee. And conversation has ended, so we're playing again. A shot was deflected out in front of Zagat, and that one just hit him. Hemingway sends it down low to Morfoot, who sends it up to Ernsting. Ernsting is wheeling into the zone. And that one was offsides. .634 left to go in the third period. We're going to see a face-off, far side face-off out in the Illini blue line. Ernsting trying to win that one forward, and he couldn't keep it in the zone. Race won by Pickens, and a centering pass couldn't find Goot. Stick down by the Flyers. They're in the zone. Brian Goot. He's got a top of the circles, dangles around one, and he still got the puck. Cross ice to Ricci. Shot from the point, hit the goalie, and Logan Pickens hit the side of the net. Puck squirted out front. Morfoot's got it on the point. Someone's down in front of the net. That's Jack Hemingway. And Flyers A+ scoring opportunity there. Hemingway laboring. Not sure what happened. Had some contact. Looks like his right leg. And puck is pinned up against the boards in the Illini zone. Wardell gets his stick back thanks to Jason Goringer. And that one will make its way over to Wardell, and Hemingway gets off the ice. Now, head coach of the Illini discussing with the referee. That's Michael Fox. Michael Fox actually was the goaltender for the team last year, so was promoted from goaltender to head coach after graduation. Flyers having the first push of the third period right there as that puck squirts out to the middle. Sprunk's got it, shot blocked out in front of the net by Wilninski. And Jackson Byhoon keeps that one in. To Smott. Leo Smott to the middle. To Tyler Byhoon, another shot saved by Zagat. And he shuts the door. 5:31 left to go in this third period. Flyers really want to continue to play in their offensive zone. Second half of this third period, they've had some A-plus scoring chances. To the near point to Spunk, who tried a shot, and that was blocked out in front of the net. Pusatera sends it behind his own net where it's found by Alagna. To Reedy. And we got a penalty coming up now to the Illini. Late game holding penalty assessed to Mike Fortune. And he's not happy about that call. Fortune palms up in the penalty box. Will put his team short with 4:54 left to go. Flyers converted once on the power play already. They've had a few opportunities since then, so they'll look to convert on this opportunity. Buckley forced the turnover. He tried a shot. Saget is able to make that save. Look out. Buckley causing waves in the offensive zone on the kill. As Sam Zagat's got to be careful. Ricci falls down on the play, and that allows the Illini to clear it all the way down. Goot will begin the rush, sends it up to Wilninski, who sends it in. Continued around, caught by Goot on the point. Goot keeps it in to Ernsting. Far side has it poked away from him. They will bust the 9-iron out. Here comes Leo Smott. He's in all alone. Smott is taken down. We got a penalty coming up. Excuse me, that's Jackson Byhoon who was taken down. And we've got a call being made here. Tripping. Logan Pickens negates the power play for the Flyers. And so we'll play 4-on-4 for 57 seconds after that. The Illini will have a minute 3 worth of power play time. 3:51 left to go in the third period. We're going to see a face-off in the Flyers' end of the ice. Byhoon brothers out there for this face-off. Jackson wins that to Goringer. Far side of Kopke. He tried a shot, couldn't be deflected in front of the net by Jackson. Goringer. Kopke, big hit by Jack Reedy. Tyler tried a shot, he missed the net, bounced off the top of the cage, and rebound is found by Pusatera. A lot of open ice out there when we're playing 4-on-4 hockey. Here comes Ben Alagna. He dumps it in on goal. Right to Tyler Wardell, and I don't know if that one got caught in the paraphernalia of Wardell or what happened, but he will hold on to it, and so now we'll see a face-off in the Illini end. 3:18 left to go. 24 seconds remain on the Illini penalty. Minute 27 left on the Lewis penalty. Here comes Tyler Byhoon. He's into the net with Kopke. Shot is wide of the net. Rebound to Spunk. Down low, Dan Johnson battles with Tyler Byhoon. Johnson's got it, tries to hit Selman, who can't really handle it. Illini on the power play for the next minute. Selman's in on the forecheck while killing off this penalty. Ernsting now down below the Illini goal, trying to kill some time off. Scotty Ernsting doing well. Here comes Fieldman. He's into the zone, sends it down low to Jackson Byhoon. He's got it, tries to feed Harkaric on the near side, but he couldn't one time that one. Rudolph to Gentjes. Up to the point to Kupke. Shot. Save by Zagat. Rebound to the Illini. Fieldman battles with Wilninski. Gentjes will receive the puck. Here's Fieldman. Slap shot is wide of the net. Hemingway is back out there. We're playing 5-on-5 hockey. Penalty to it. Pickens expires and a big save by Sam Zagat. Here comes Kane Nomer going the other way. Kane Nomer, he's in on a breakaway. He's shot. Misses the net. A+ chances going both ways. And we got a minute and a half left in this hockey game. Kane Nomer. He's bringing it back into the Illini zone. Ulmer stops on the blue line. And that one's offsides. Puck never made it fully over the blue line. The determining edge of the blue line. For all you non-referees out there. When entering the zone, the determining edge of the blue line is the side closest to the end zone. So that puck has got to make its way all the way over that blue line. You got to see some white in between the puck and the blue. And so an excellent call from the linesperson right there. Face-off won by the Illini. Here's Goringer. Sends it up to Leo Smott. He's into the Flyers zone. Smott tries to center it, but Pickens intercepts that pass. Brian Goot gets it back to Pickens. And Smott had an excellent back check there. A minute left to go in the third period. Here comes Jackson Byhoon. He's into the zone, trying a centering pass to his brother. Tyler's got it near side. Jackson sends it up to the point where Wilninski tries to force it out. Selman's got Pusatera with him. Selman's into the zone, tries to feed Pusatera, but a stick from Jason Goringer blocked that pass. Here comes John Crossan. He sends it up to Tyler Byhoon. They're into the zone. Byhoon to Crossan. Shot, saved by Zagat. Another shot, and Ricci just saved a goal. Braden Ricci, another shot is saved by Zagat. Oh my goodness, what a play by the Flyers goaltender. Sam Zagat standing on his head to make those saves, keep this game even with 16.6 seconds left to go in this third period. We're still tied. I cannot stress this enough. Sam Zagat doing everything he can to keep that puck out of the net, and he did right there. Excellent play from the freshman right here in period number 3. Face off to his left. Won by the Flyers. They turn it over. Fieldman, he tried a shot. Zagat made another save. Imagine that. 11-6 left to go here in period number 3. Buckley out there to take this draw against Ernsting. Top lines out there for each team. And we have a whistle. A stick left on the dasher board. That's the second time in 2 games we've seen that happen. Right in front of the Flyers fan section, that stick was left. Illini win it. Kopke tried a shot, and that one was wide of the net. Spunk in the near side corner. 5 seconds left to go. Buckley tried a centering pass. It hit the side of the net. And this one's going overtime. Lewis Flyers really having to play on both sides of the puck in that third period. Sam Zagat doing a great job. In fact, Brian Goots going out there right now to tell him how good of a job he's doing. A second game in a row that's going extra time here at Camlin. Scoring recap before we get started in the overtime period. Flyers goals have been scored by Logan Pickens and Ben Alagna. Pickens had that one earlier. That was assisted by Goot and Ernsting. That was a beautiful goal. That was way back in the first period. Illini goals have been scored by number 16, John Crossan, and number 95, Brennan Buckley. Looks like we will switch sides of the ice for the overtime. And we're going to go 3-on-3. No surprise, Scotty Ernsting on the ice for the Lewis Flyers, along with Logan Pickens, another all-star as of late for Flyers hockey. Ricci's out there to man the point. Byhoon brothers on the ice for the Illini, along with Ben Sprunk. Who's going to be the hero? We're going to find out right now at Camlin. Ernsting sends that one in, where it's received by Tyler Byhoon. Left behind the net for Sprunk, and the Illini will begin their breakout. Jackson couldn't catch that pass on his backhand. He leaves it for Sprunk. Sprunk and Jackson Byhoon into the zone. Saucer pass to Tyler Byhoon. Shot, hit the skate of his brother. Out in front, a pass to the middle. And Sprunk won it for his team. Ben Sprunk, off a breakdown in defensive coverage for the Lewis Flyers, will end it just 30 seconds into this overtime period. Illini very happy about that win after they were pretty much dominated in that first frame by the Lewis Flyers, and then really turned things around in the bottom half of that game. All-star for the Flyers had to be Sam Zagat. I mean, he had some big skates to fill, Mike Fisher being out. But I think Zagat did a pretty good job. Future of Flyers goaltenders looking bright. And that will just about do it for Flyers hockey today at Camlin. Scoring recap before we head out. Logan Pickens had one for the Lewis Flyers, and Ben Alagna had the other. Again, Logan Pickens' goal was assisted very nicely, but way back in the first period by Brian Goot and Scotty Ernsting. Goals for the Illini. John Crossan had one. Brennan Buckley had one, and of course, Ben Sprunk had the winner. Standout players that game, Sam Zagat. I know I was just talking about him, but he had a high-quality saves, a series of them, actually. And again, he's filling in for Mike Fisher, who's out with sickness today, so I think he's doing really well. Again, future of Flyers goaltenders really looking bright with Sam Zagat. I'm very happy with his play. Hopefully the Flyers are able to turn around tomorrow. Again, we'll be back here at Camlin. I believe 2:15 is the start time for the game. Will be right here live on the Lewis University Television Network. Many thanks to our technical director, Tony. He will not be joining us. He's got some other stuff going on at Lewis tomorrow. So again, thanks for him for joining us today. My name is Logan Kapp. Have a good night.